It's an easy way to make a buck on Card Sharks. And here's the host of Card Sharks, Jim Perry.
Thank you, Jan. Thank you very much. And welcome to Card Sharks. You're very kind. Nice to have you here. Thank you for joining us. Well, thank you. I don't know if it's an easy way to make a buck, but we certainly hope it's a fun way to make a buck. We thank Ruth Rupp of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania for that opening poem. Now let's get to the cards. Janice and Marky, if you will, start loading in the cards to brand new decks and these Card Sharks. Les Boomer. Hello, Les. Nice to see you.
Thank you.
Won't you again remind us about yourself?
Okay, my name is Les Boomer. I live in Santa Ana. I love to write love songs for my wife, friends, and about life in general. And when I have to make a buck, I'm out schlepping merchandise. I'm a salesman.
Did the writing songs help you win your wife, Les?
Sure did.
I would think so.
She couldn't resist them.
I would
Paul
think
Williams,
so.
look out.
You've won $4,000 in cash with us here. You're a fine champion. And we're meeting our challenger for the first time, Rita Roy. Hello, Rita. Welcome. Nice to have you here with us.
Thank you.
Won't you tell us about yourself?
My name is Rita Roy, and I come from Canoga Park, California. And I'm a
Rita, you
little...
want to lean back a little bit so you're in front of the microphone. I thank you.
And then I am a little great-grandmother. And I love dancing and bicycling, and I love going on trips. That's about it.
Yeah? What's your favorite place you've traveled to?
Well, I was in Spain and North Africa and Hawaii. And
sounds
the last one was Alaska.
Well, you do a lot of traveling. Good luck to both of you. And the cards have been shuffled. The players cut the cards. Les, the champion, plays the upper cards, the red deck. Rita, the challenger, the lower cards, the blue deck. We play the best 2 out of 3. We're starting a brand new match with a question for the champion. Les, we asked 100 third grade boys in Ohio. Right now, are you keeping a live animal in your bedroom that your mother doesn't know about?
Oh.
How many third grade boys said, oh yeah, they were?
Well, that's a tough question. I know when I was a kid, we always had lizards and snakes, but our mothers always knew about them. Not in the bedroom, in the garage usually. I would say the number is fairly low. I would say that only about 15 boys had pets that the mother didn't know about.
He says 15. Rita, what do you think? Higher or lower?
I would say a little bit higher because those boys do love their little pets, just like I love my children.
You're a great-grandmother. Did it happen in your family?
Well, I don't remember that far back.
Well, if it is higher, you'll go to the board first, Rita. If not, it'll be less. And the actual number of third-grade boys who are keeping a live animal in their bedroom is 17. It's higher, Rita. Can you see right now there's a lot of mothers running upstairs to see what's up there? Rita, you start off with a 9.
Oh, I'll change that card, please.
Whenever you win the question, you have the right to change it to a 7. Got to play that one.
I think I'll go higher.
Higher than a 7.
Oh.
A 6. No, it's not higher. That gives Les a free chance to play off.
Yeah, okay, it's going to be lower, Jim.
Lower than a king. It is a 7.
Oh, boy, oh, boy. I've got to freeze.
You're going to freeze it.
Got to freeze.
We move over the freeze bar. Can't take that card away from you. And as Janice fills in the space for you, Rita, the question goes to you. Rita, we asked 100 men. If it were legal for you to have 7 wives, 1 for each night of the week, would you do it? How many men said they would want 7 wives?
Well, I wish I was a man, but I would say that is pretty heavy. So I will say about 500. I would say about 40.
40 would like to have 7 wives. It's wishful thinking out there, the ones who said 100. What do you say, Les?
Well, Jim, I'll tell you, it would make for a lot of love songs, but I think it's going to be a little bit lower. It could be tough to handle.
Can't write that many songs,
Not that
Les?
many, no.
The actual number of men who, if it were legal, would want 7 wives is 38. You're right, Les. It is lower.
Okay, Jim, let's change that card.
That gives Les an opportunity to change the 7 to a 2.
Good
Great
card. Jim, it's going to be lower.
Lower?
Oh, higher.
Higher than a 2. Higher, and it is higher with an 8.
8. I got to freeze.
Yes, you've got to freeze to stop for a moment to think what's high and what's low, Les. Question to you, Les. We asked 100 people. Have you ever actually said, I can't believe I ate the whole thing?
Oh.
How many people have said that?
everyone. Oh, my goodness. Every time I go to a Mexican food restaurant, I say that, or Italian food restaurant. The number's going to be high. I'd say 90 people had said,
90?
I couldn't believe I ate the whole thing.
Can't believe I ate the whole thing, Rita.
I would say lower because I know myself that your eyes are greedier than your stomach.
So you say lower. Well, the actual number of people who've said, I can't believe I ate the whole thing is 74. Rita, you're right. It's lower. Still, it's a lot of people. You've got a 7, Rita.
I'll change that, please.
Changing the 7 to a 5. A little better.
I'll go higher.
Higher than a 5. No, another 5. It is not higher unless with a free chance to play off the 8.
Huh. I'm going to say it's going to be higher this time, Jim.
Higher than an 8. Yes,
yeah! It's going to be lower.
You're going to go for it for the first game of the match. Lower than a 10? No! Not lower. And with Les needing 2 cards and Rita needing 4, we are at sudden death. Someone has to win with this play of the cards. Rita, the question goes to you. We asked 100 people, have you ever shown up at a friend's house for a party only to discover you were there on the wrong night?
Oh,
how many people admitted they had?
What a thing to be in. Oh, I don't think there'd be too many do a thing like that. I know I wouldn't. But I'm going to say 15.
15 have showed up on the wrong night for a party, Les.
It's got to be a little bit lower. Parties are special. You know when they are.
Lower. The actual number of people who have shown up at a friend's house for a party only to discover they were there on the wrong night is 7. You're right, Les. It is lower. Now, Les, you have an 8. You need 2 cards. Rita has a 5. She needs 4. You've got control of the board. Do you want to play it or pass it?
Rita, I've got to let you play it.
Very kind.
All right, Rita, if you get them all, you've won the game. One mistake and Les wins it. With a 5, call this.
Higher.
Higher than a 5. An 8. 1/4 of the way there.
Higher.
Higher than an 8. Yes, a king. Halfway there.
Lower.
Lower than a king. A queen. For the first game of the match. Yes, she turned over 4 straight cards. Game 1 of the challenger with $100. We'll be right back with game 2 right after this. Wow. 4 cards. Woo. And we're back with the challenger getting game 1 and $100. Setting up for game 2 with the same 2 decks of cards, and these are the next cards off the top of the deck. Les, in a game you need, we start with a question to you. We asked 100 single women. Do you still daydream about the man who got away? How many women said they do?
Oh, we all dream about the one that got away. It's going to be pretty much down the middle. I would say 60 women dream about the one that got away.
60 single women dream about the man. 60, 60. 60.
60.
Yes.
Okay, I heard it that time. Let me see. The woman that got away. I will say lower.
Lower.
Because
The actual number of single women who still daydream about the man who got away is 47. Rita, you're right. It is lower. And Rita, you start off with a king.
Oh, that's a good card. I'll go lower.
Lower than a king. Yes, a 10.
Please.
Freezing it. Taking that 1 card advantage. And Rita, this question goes to you. We asked 100 mothers-in-law. Does your son's wife really treat you with the proper respect? How many mothers-in-law said yes, they do?
I have a wonderful daughter-in-law, and we just get along like sisters. So, but I don't know about the majority. Everybody's not like that. And I'm going to say about 45.
45 feel they get treated with the proper respect by the son's wife.
Jim, I don't think people are as hung up on respect as they used to be. I think it's going to be higher than that.
Higher. And the actual number of women whose daughter-in-law treats them with respect is 94. Very much higher, Les.
Let's see a good card up there, Jim.
And isn't that a nice thing to know? 94. Les, you have a 7.
I'd like to change that card.
Winning the question, you change it to a 10. A little better.
10s aren't good. It's going to be lower.
Lower than a 10. Yes,
Yeah.
9.
Gotta freeze.
We got a tie. Each player needs 3 cards for the game. Les, we asked 100 men. Do you like your job so much that you'd do it even if your salary were cut in half? How many men said yes?
A very low number. I always wish I were doing something a little bit different. I would say only 20 men would keep the same job if their
20.
pay was cut.
If they cut the salary in half, would love to continue with the same job.
Cutting the salary in half, I don't care how nice the job is. I think that they would be lower than that.
You say even lower.
Yeah.
Oh, I would keep my job even if... Jonathan, forget that. You say 20, you say lower. The actual number of men who would do their job even if their salary were cut in half is 21. By one, it is not lower. Les.
Jim, let's change that card.
Les, you were very close to being right on. Now,
A 6. It's got to be higher.
higher than a 6. Oh, no, a 3. There's a break for Rita to play off a 10 and call this.
Lower.
Lower than a 10. No, an 8. Not lower. Neither player advances. Both players need the same amount of cards, 3, and again we are at sudden death. Rita, we found 100 geniuses. These are all people whose IQ is above the genius level. And we ask them right now, geniuses, is your checkbook balanced? How many geniuses said no, their checkbook was not balanced?
Well, being a genius, that's far from me. So, but I would say about 65.
65 geniuses did not have their checkbook balanced, Les.
No, I think it's going to be a little bit lower. Geniuses, they're probably real good with numbers.
So you say lower. And the actual number of geniuses whose checkbook was not balanced is 36. Les, you're right. It is lower.
Here we go.
And Les, again, you've got control of the board, needing 3 cards with a 6. Rita needs 3 with a 10. You want to play it or
I've got
pass
to
it?
go with the odds and let her do it again.
Well,
but
she
not
did
the
it with-
same way.
She did it with 4 cards before. Can she do it again with 3? Rita with a 10, call this.
Lower.
Lower than a 10. A 6. 1/3 of the way to doing it.
Higher.
Higher than a 6. No! This time she failed, and Les ties up the match in sudden death. So each player with 1 game and $100 will set up for the tiebreaker, ladies, if you will. And in the tiebreaker, just 3 cards up there, 3 questions here. Someone gets a crack at the big money with the money cards. And Les, we asked 100 bachelors, have you ever stopped dating a girl because your mother disapproved of her? How many bachelors have stopped dating a girl because mom disapproved?
Jim, that number is going to be low. I know when I was dating, I very rarely ever introduced the girls to my mother. So I would say...
Was there a reason for that, Les?
No, I was just always away at school.
How many stopped dating a girl because mom disapproved?
I would say real low, about 10. They know their own minds.
10 have stopped dating a girl because their mother disapproved. Bachelors, Rita.
Well, that would be tied to their mother's apron strings, wouldn't it? I would say lower.
Lower.
Yeah.
The actual number of bachelors who stopped dating a girl because mom disapproved is 10. Right on the button, Les. Right smack on it.
Let's see a good card this time, Jim.
Les is looking for a good card, and he gets a jack.
Oh,
Do you want it?
It's got to be lower.
Gonna play the jack. Lower. No! It's not lower. Rita, big break for you. You've got a 9.
Change it, please.
You cannot change it. You did not win the question.
Lower.
Lower than a 9. A 3. Higher for the championship. Yes, we have a new champion on Card Sharks. Rita wins it. Les, thank you. You're a fine champion. And you're leaving us with $4,100.
Yeah.
Les Boomer. Thank you, Les. Rita, come on down here. Way to go. You've got $200 already.
Thank you.
And Rita will go for the big dollars right after this commercial break.